Next up, we're going to be doing some half cache with no monkey knowledge on the new map Quarry. So we're going to head there with Sada as our hero. And to get things started, we're going to place down a dart monkey right here on this little spiky strip, just barely above that. And then up, right at about the middle there. And then we're going to press play. We're also going to need a secondary dart monkey here, which is pretty different. If you're playing with monkey knowledge, you can actually just place down this dart monkey and then immediately go for Sada, because free dart monkeys and spike strips are pretty strong. But here without monkey knowledge, we can still get through this map pretty straightforwardly. We're going to place down our other dart monkey right here, just above the path on that rocky spot right there. And these two dart monkeys enable us to save up for a sniper monkey who's going to go up here right above this cracked area on the top path. And this map is a little bit strange because sniper monkey is one of the few towers we can use here that can get value due to the vision blocking layers of this map. Heli pilots are another good option, but we're on half cache and heli pilots just really aren't that viable. Leaking one balloon there. Not too terrible. We want to make sure we're ready to place down that sniper monkey up here though. Still sitting at 73 lives is pretty good for half cache. Almost grabbed a glue gunner there. Set it up here and set it to strong. Luckily I have the reflexes of a professional balloons player. But we can see here the reason we get this sniper monkey and set it to strong is so that we get the most value we can, popping 2 at a time and we're not hitting these red balloons, which stalls out the wave so that these dart monkeys can really pop these down for us. The less leaking, the better. Still leaking just a little bit there. But with this setup, we are saving up for Sada. We are going to sell this dart monkey down here right at about $525. So that we have plenty of time to place down Sada. It's okay if we leak just a little bit there, but we want to get Sada down on round 13, not 14, so we get more value from Sada. We're okay with trading a few dollars for that. So here we are, we're on round 13. Make sure we're ready. Getting close to 525. Slowing things down. Get ready to place down Sada. We're going to come over here and we wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Plenty of time, right? See, we have all this time. Press play. And still at 70 lives, right? While getting Sada down a round earlier. Very strong opener here. If you have your hero down and 70 lives, that's pretty good. Things are going to be a little bit slow as we save up for our alchemist though. $5.95 is a lot of money, but this is good because it's going to be able to pop the lead balloons as well as buff Sada. And we like Sada being nice and strong on this map. So we're going to come over here, down until red, left until red. Right there. We're going to set this to strong and get the larger potions and the acidic mixture dip. Once we get the acidic mixture dip, we're going to come back up here and change our sniper around a little bit. So we got that. We have the acidic mixture dip. Come back up here. Take this off of strong. And then we're going to get the night vision goggles. Need a little bit more money here. There we go. We're going to set this to prioritize the camo balloons. And then we are done with this for now. We're going to come down here and get ready to sell this dart monkey so that we can buy the monkey ace. No point in selling it just yet though. The monkey ace is going to go above this little sharp point right here. The leftmost light is going to be touching that little sharp point right there. So we can see this dart monkey is going to pop quite a bit for us while we wait. Did we see why we took that sniper monkey off strong? When there's only lead balloons around, it's not very useful. Coming over here, placing down our monkey ace. See above that little sharp point right there? There we go. We're also going to come over here and upgrade rapid fire and lots more darts. The monkey ace might not be super flashy, but it's definitely one of the critical parts of this build. As we can see, it's already popped 150 for us, and it's going to be our round 40 solution. Round 40 is a little bit complicated with this build though, because we have to use Sada's ability. So I recommend checking out how we do round 40, and I'm going to be slowing it down so that we don't make any mistakes and have to start over. It's always a bummer when you make mistakes. Especially on half cash, the early games are pretty brutal. We have lots more darts. We're going to be getting the sharper darts. Darts can pop 8 balloons each. That sounds pretty good. And now we're going to be saving up for the fighter plane. We want to make sure we have that, right? Fighter plane's really good on this map. Without monkey ace, we might be having some more difficulties. So we're going to go ahead and get the fighter plane. And then once we come back over here, we're going to get the stronger acid and the perishing potions on our alchemist. There we go. We're also going to wiggle down a blue gunner over here. I'll show you how we're going to do it. Slowing it down, wiggle. It's important to get this in the best spot possible. Set this to strong, bigger globs, and stickier glue. And then we can speed back up. Come back over here, make sure we have everything we need. Here's round 40. You can see it's taking a bunch of damage, taking damage. Get ready to use Sada's ability here. As soon as it pops. The sooner you use that after the Moab pops, the better for you. So then we're going to come back over here and save up for the Berserker Brew, so that Sada can give us a little bit more time to be greedy. There we go. And we can get the value upgrade on Stronger Glue here. There we go. We're also going to need the upgrade over here, so we're going to get fast firing and even faster firing on the camo balloons. And we're at the point where we need some AoE, so we're going to put down a bomb shooter over here as to the left as possible against this blue gunner. So there we go. Left as possible, down. Getting the extra range and the frag bombs. We're also going to be getting the cluster bombs here in just a minute. Once we get the cluster bombs, we can finally get our monkey village. I like to get my monkey village a lot earlier, but here it just didn't work out. So we're slowing things down as soon as we get to 12.95. Comes more money. Here we go, almost at 12.95. More camo blooms coming in. We want to go over here, see how we're not on Sada. Then we go to the right again. Place down that monkey village right there. Get the bigger radius. And then we're also going to get the grow blocker and the radar scanner. Radar scanner is really good here as we have a couple towers that we've invested a lot in and haven't really given them the ability to fight camo with us. But I know we need that jungle drums too. It's a tough call on which one to get first here. We're a lot stronger than when that first Moab came in. We're about to be a lot stronger too with the jungle drums. There we go. We're gonna come back over here and get the bigger bombs and heavy bombs on this. Really nice there. We can also save up for the recursive cluster here. And we want to get that before things get too crazy. Getting a tier 4 tower a little bit earlier can give you a lot of value and a lot of safety in a build like this. Especially when things are looking as scary as they are. I think recursive cluster is really good now. And it's much better comparatively as well with the recent nerf to Moab Mauler. They really like nerfing the meta towers lately. There we go, we have our recursive cluster. Deep breath, we made it, we still have 70 lives. Pretty happy. We can come back over here and get the primary training to give a little bit more pierce to our super expensive bomb shooter tower over here. We're also going to come back over here and get the glue splatter on this glue gunner. We want to make sure we're slowing things down so that Sada and the recursive cluster can hit it. There we go. And we need a little bit more popping power on Moabs, right? So we're going to save up for the Operation Dartstorm next. This is again going to be pretty scary, but we're going to get there just fine. Here comes the BFB. We see our Monkey Ace is really helping us out here. Knocking this down before it gets to Sada so that we can deal with it. Honestly, could have been a lot scarier there. But we're almost to Operation Dartstorm. Saving up this much money on half cash always has me on the edge of my seat. Especially when we really don't have too many towers that do popping here. Operation Dartstorm, buying that as soon as we can. Then we're going to come back over here and get the stronger stimulant so that Sada can do even more damage. Oh, here come the stacked Moabs. It's a good thing we got that Operation Dartstorm, huh? And we can also see here we might be able to squeeze in an Alchemist, but we're not sure, and depending on your build you might have a little more trouble doing that. So we're going to upgrade this first just for consistency. And we can also place down another Alchemist over here. Worst case, if you can't fit it in over here, fit it in up here. We're almost to having the stronger stimulant. There we go. Now we have it. It's a really huge upgrade for us. And we'll be able to get the answer on whether or not we can fit that alchemist over here. Turns out we cannot, right? So we do have the backup plan right over here, all the way to the right until we're just barely within range of that monkey village. We're going to set this to strong and upgrade this to the Berserker Brew.
My skills grow legendary.
And this build finally came together here. Definitely had some challenges putting this build together. So there we have the Berserker Brew. And then we can get the Stronger Acid and the Perishing Potions. And here I was kind of conflicted on getting the Moab Glue or the Stronger Stimulant. And I ended up thinking that the Stronger Stimulant is better because it's around 10% cheaper than Moab Glue. And that's a lot of money to spend on glue. We've already spent quite a bit of money on this glue gunner here. So I thought we were light on damage. Might as well get a little more through the alchemist over here on our really expensive towers, right? We have two pretty expensive towers that can get buffed by this. That's why I ended up going with the Stronger Stimulant here instead of the Moab Glue. Although I could see both being correct in different ways. There we go, we have the money for our Stronger Stimulant. Come back over here and save up for the primary mentoring, give us a little bit more range on our primary towers. That's not going to hurt anything. You can also see our Operation Dartstorm's at 48,000. This is at 97,000. Scariness there. Grabbing the primary mentoring, get a little more range. You can see down here when we're buffed. So even if something does sneak by over here, we got one more bomb shooter shot to get down here. And we have just a little bit more money. You can go ahead and put down an ice tower. Put it down right over here. Just above the monkey village in this tight little area. We're going to upgrade the top path. And we're going to get the enhanced freeze and the deep freeze. We do have a little bit of overlap here with the ice tower, but it's not going to matter. And Sada can pop those with the acidic mixture dip as well, so not too worried about it. Coming back over here, getting ready for these ice shards. There we go. And then we'll just barely have enough time to get the embrittlement. Embrittlement is a very strong upgrade still. I'm still convinced that people really undervalue that upgrade. And then we have just a little extra money. Why not get shrapnel shot? Not too much else to do here. We can just sit tight while we wait for the ZMG to get popped. Thankfully we have this monkey ace right here. So ZOMG's not the scariest thing. Some of those stacked rounds were definitely scarier for us. And we could use Sada's abilities here if we felt like it, but we really don't need to. And there's Quarry with no monkey knowledge. Our monkey star being the recursive cluster that we got. 176,000 popped. Pretty good and strong. There you have it. Quarry, with no monkey knowledge on half cash.